And hello and welcome to another DC Corner. This is Ed Garrett for TM Stash, coming to you with some really great news for any of the fans of Gail Simone that are out there. Let's start with that right away. Secret 6 is coming back. It is finally getting into the New 52. It should have always been in the New 52. But if Gail Simone had to leave Batgirl, this is the book for her to grab. So far, we only know of 2 members of the new team. That's it. So we don't know if we're going to see Bane or anybody else. We know that Catman's going to be there, and we know that Black Alice is going to be there. But as far as Jeanette or Scandal Savage or Deadshot or Bane or Ragdoll or any of the others, we're going to have to wait to find out more. They're doing some redesigns of the characters, including Dale Eaglesham, who helped redesign Catman for the last run of Secret 6. Is helping to redesign yet again. I cannot wait for this. This will start out in December, and this should be a pretty exciting series. Let's go ahead and get to what we had this past week, though. Future's End is really in full swing with a lot of the tie-in books going in. So let me give you a quick rundown of some of those books. Action Comics Future's End by Shawlee Fish. We had a lot of different writers on some of the books this week. Had sort of something reminiscent of an old book I read maybe 40 years ago with sort of a sand-looking Superman that was granting powers temporarily to other people one at a time, and at the end is trying to bring Superman himself back into the world and back into the fight. Detective had regular writer Brian Buccellato on, although without Francis Manapul, having Batman and the Riddler working together to get into Arkham Island with a real twist at the end of this joint effort, which was something I did not expect to see, and that was another exceptional issue of Detective. Earth 2 had Daniel Wilson writing and showed that there's more than one Terry Sloan. One of them's not from Earth 0 or Earth 2. Grayson by Tom King with Tim Seeley had not only the apparent end of Dick Grayson, man, they keep trying to kill him off. We don't know if he's truly dead or not, but he's hanging by a rope in Russia, in a Russia and Eurasia that's controlled by the KG Beast. But this tale also takes us way back to Dick Grayson's origin in the New 52 and the New 52 reason for that very bright uniform. And you'll actually see a design for the original Robin costume that fits the New 52. Now, the main Future's End has multiple surprises in this, and it's really making a comeback as far as a great series for me. It includes the appearance of a character we thought was dead, and the reveal of the big bad, which may not be as much as a surprise if you've been reading, but it's still illustrated exceptionally well, and I'm actually starting to appreciate the character known as 50 Sue in spite of that very unfortunate name. Now, away from Future's End, Batman Eternal. Another fantastic series. After the attack by Hush, Alfred gives his daughter the secret to entering the Batcave, which sort of fulfills one of the images we saw from the teasers way back a few months ago, trying to figure out who that mysterious person was in the Batcave, and now we know that it's Julia Pennyworth. Justice League by Jeff Johns has an effort to deal with the new Power Ring, and ends with a new member of the League, one that's been promised for some time, but one I still cannot believe is a member of the Justice League, and how everyone was convinced to let him join. Now, let's take a look moving forward. There's a lot more Future's End books coming out this week. You'll have Batgirl, Batman, Birds of Prey, with Black Canary as the head of the League of Assassins, believe it or not. Constantine Future's End, he takes on Fate's helmet. The GL Corps, centering on John Stewart. Justice League United with the War with Mars. Suicide Squad, they take the White House. In Superboy, Con-El has a final confrontation with his clones. In World's Finest, it appears that the Earth Zero Power Girl, the one who suddenly gained powers after the Power Girl we know and love went back to Earth 2, suddenly we have a new Power Girl. And she's with Hulk Huntress in this issue. And then over in Batman Eternal, away from Future's End, you're going to get Catwoman's backstory in the New 52 and more action from the New 52 spoiler. Superman Unchained will have the full truth about Wraith. And to wrap back up to Future's End, the main issue of it will have Batman Beyond taking on Terrific and really going after it big time. This is a huge week that we've just gotten through for DC, another big week coming up. We'll talk some more about all of this including the casting of Black Adam for the Superman Batman movie. I think The Rock is an excellent choice. And for those who may not have followed his wrestling career as much, he has been the heel for quite a few times. He does it exceptionally well. His personality really would fit for this exceptionally well. So we'll talk more about that on our Comics Week in Review coming up later tonight. And as always, keep checking back with tmstash.com for more of your news, reviews, and commentary. This is Ed Garrett, Senior Editor for DC, signing off, and we'll catch you again real soon.